Hello, you want to see something? You want to see how he takes in the garbage? Come on, let me show you.
The last swatch is complete. Now for the unveiling of the table with my super deluxe mullet.
See what I mean? You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. But I'm ever so grateful for him doing this table that I'm sitting at right now. Mm-hmm. Ever so grateful. There's a backstory to this table, like there's a backstory to most of our memories. I want to share it with all of you. I sat down last night. I wrote a few words out. I will read them to you. Some of you have mementos, something that means so much to you. Maybe it was from a father, a mother, a sister, a brother, a friend, a family member. That is something that is so priceless just to you. You couldn't put a price on it if you tried. Well, that's how I feel about this picnic table. It means the world to me. I'll tell you a little backstory. My father was a New York City police officer. He was a protector his whole entire life. But on August 19th, 1981, a year before I was getting married, a terrorist decided to take a railroad spike and hit my father over the head 3 times with it. Yeah, he did. My father lived, but he was never the same after that. Now, he was funny, don't get me wrong, a fabulous storyteller. Oh my God, was he funny. But Alzheimer's took my father many years ago, and he suffered for 2 years with Alzheimer's disease and years prior to even having to go into a nursing home. So having this table, this picnic table, being restored meant everything to me. So I'm going to read you this, what I wrote last night. 28 years ago, my father built me a picnic table. I can still see him here, like it was yesterday, him standing in the backyard, the sun beaming on his shoulders, the circular saw buzzing through the wood. I could smell the sawdust, hear the hum of the blades, and watch the strong hands guide each piece of wood. He wasn't just building a table. He was building something of himself, a gift to last long after he was gone. To everyone else, it might have been just a table. But to me, it was my father's love, his laughter, his story, his protection, all of it right there, nails and wood. As he has passed, and weather worn down, the table grew tired and faded. And for 10 years, I asked my husband, Doug, and I did, please, can you restore the table? Please, can you bring it back to life? And finally, he did. But what Doug gave me was more than smooth wood and strong boards. He gave me a piece of my father back. Now, when I sit at the table in the morning with a cup of coffee, when I record a video, I can feel my father beside me as I hear his laugh, the kind that made you laugh until you cried. I could hear his stories, the ones that lit up every room, and my father was a great storyteller. My father was a New York City police officer. He lived to protect, and even now, though this table, and even now through the table, I feel him protecting me as well. There were nights when Doug was away on the road. You all know that. I would sit alone at this table. I would cry and cry, missing my father's protection. I felt we were just I felt when we were just hanging out together, my hands resting on the wood, as though I was stroking my father's head. I whispered to him, I talked to him, I told him how much I missed him, and in those quiet moments, I felt he was there. This table is not just a table, it's a promise, it's a memory, it's my father's love passed from his hands to mine. And now, because my husband's love, it will live on for many more years to come. Doug didn't restore wood. He restored a piece of my father for me, and doing so, it gave me every piece of myself back. Every morning when I open up the back door, I see it waiting in the yard. I feel my father watching and protecting and loving me still. And I cry. I cry because I miss him. I cry because I still feel him. And maybe as you hear this, you remember someone you've lost too. Maybe you feel them beside you even now, because love like that never really leaves our lives. The memories and the moments, sometimes even in something as simple as a picnic table. I hope you can make memories of your own and pass them down to your children or family. And that's what I wrote last night. And this table means everything to me. There is not a dime, not $1,000,000. Nobody could offer me anything for this. Nothing. Because as I put my hands on this table, I feel my father still here with me. I do. It's my own private sanctuary back here, my friends. It truly is. If you enjoyed the video, the story, Doug's antics, of course, and I have to thank Doug for doing this for me, even though it took about 10 years. He did it in love, and I know he did, and he had time to do it. Hope you gave it a thumbs up. Hope you considered subscribing to the channel. Hope you can make memories that are lasting forever, that somebody will look at something and say, it's priceless. Till the next time, my friends. If you'd like, you can share some of the things in the comments section that are so priceless to you that you could never, ever, ever sell, get rid of, because they hold that kind of attachment to you. Anyway, until the next time, my friends, I will see you again. Be kind to each other. The heart, it's all that matters. Bye-bye.